Dishonorable Judge Gordon Saunders, I believe a visiting judge in Montgomery County, Virginia, just dismissed a small claims case I had against an individual that assaulted me. He seemed to think I had too much evidence and that it would take too long for him to hear the case, in spite of the fact I assured him that I had gone through my evidence several times and I can present that evidence within 15 minutes. That wasn't satisfactory to him. He sat there and fumbled around with paper at the bench for a few minutes, and then he called a recess. Mind you, he couldn't spend too much time on this case because it takes too long because of my evidence. But yet he called a recess, spent 5 minutes or so gathering up some sort of gaslighting justification of how he could go ahead and dismiss the case so he wouldn't have to find in my favor, basically. Now, this is the same Judge Gordon Saunders who at one point convicted me of disorderly conduct because I basically cussed out a couple of Blacksburg police officers after they very, very flagrantly disrespected me. They criminalized my words, basically under the First Amendment, and created a false narrative and a disorderly conduct charge. Judge Gordon Saunders convicted me. After a rehearing, a real judge dismissed the bogus retaliatory charge. Now, Judge Gordon Saunders again stands before me, or I stand before him, and he did everything he could to avoid doing the right thing, in my opinion. Now, I very, very clearly filed this civil action against this individual in good faith because I suffered losses. However, Judge Gordon Saunders, visiting Montgomery County, Virginia, didn't care about that. He just didn't want to rule in my favor, and based on my competence in the courtroom, he knew that was going to be the end result. He knew the truth. He knew the guy violently assaulted me, and he knew that I sustained losses. But he didn't care because he probably still had in the back of his little brain stewing the fact that his original bogus conviction was overturned. Judge Gordon Saunders, you are pathetic